Tell me in more detail about The Prince.
The Prince, a work that, I hope, will secure me a place in history, though not necessarily in prayer books. Allow me to explain in greater detail. At its core, The Prince is a practical manual, stripped of pious moralizing, about how to acquire and hold power. It is not a treatise on how a ruler ought to be, but rather on how a ruler must act to preserve his state. That distinction is crucial. I believe many princes have lost their realms by trying to be too good, that is, by abandoning the practices necessary to retain power. The chapters treat a variety of subjects, from different kinds of principalities, hereditary, new, mixed, and the nature of armies, native, mercenary, auxiliary, to the qualities a prince ought to cultivate. Virtue, the ability to shape and adapt to the changing currents of fortune, is fundamental. A prince must know how to be both lion and fox, strong and bold when force is required, cunning and sly when deceit is needed. Cruelty, when well applied, can secure the state more effectively than excessive mercy. It is better to be feared than loved, if one cannot be both, for fear inspires obedience and respect. Understand, I do not advocate gratuitous tyranny. Cruelty and deception must be used sparingly and always for the sake of the state's stability. A prince should avoid being hated, for hatred can bring about his downfall. He should appear to possess laudable qualities, piety, faith, integrity, humanity, and religiosity, yet be ready to act against those appearances when necessary. In this sense, hypocrisy becomes a political instrument. Remember, my dear friend, politics is a game of power, and morality is a luxury few rulers can afford. The ultimate objective is the security of the state, and the ends justify the means, as many would formulate later. This is the stark, unvarnished truth. Reflect upon it, and perhaps The Prince will prove useful to you.